Now, in the last video, video 4, we're going to talk about simplifying expressions, okay? This is going to be a combination of everything else that we've learned. We're going to be multiplying with variables, adding our like terms, and using the distributive property. So it's going to be a problem that has all of those things in them, and we're just going to do them until the problem or it's evaluated to its simplest form. So let me give you an example. Okay? So now, like any other problem that you have to evaluate, the ones that don't have variables are going to be the same as the ones with variables, and that you have to follow your order of operations. You're please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You have to do parentheses first, then exponents, then take care of any multiplication and division, and then any addition and subtraction. Well, if I look in parentheses, again, those are not like terms, so I can't do what's in the parentheses because I cannot add those together. So parentheses are done. There are no exponents here, so I don't worry about it. So what I have to move on to is the multiplication and division piece. Here is our big multiplication. We have to take 2 times the 6x and the 3. That's our distributive property. So we have to distribute that piece through. So 10x plus 2 times 6x plus 2 times 3. Now what I have is 3 pieces of multiplication, and I'm going to do those 3. 2 times 6x is 12x, 2 times 3 is 6, 8 times 4 is 32. And I'm going to drop the 10x that I did not use. I have now done all multiplication. Now I can look to do the addition. Again, I'm going to have to look for those like terms. They have to have the same variable piece, which these two do, or they have to both be constants, which these two are. So here is a set of like terms I can add. Here's another set. So 10x plus 12x is 22x. 6 plus 32 is 38. So 10x plus 2 times, parentheses, 6x plus 3 plus 8 times 4 simplifies down to 22x plus 38. So again, all we are doing is just taking the things that you've done in the other 3 videos and what else we've done in class and learned in the past and bringing it together to simplify one problem. Just remember your rules, okay? With multiplication, you multiply the numbers to get your new coefficient, and you always put your variables in alphabetical order. We only have one variable here, so we didn't have to really worry about that. You have to follow your order of operations. And when you're adding, you must have like terms in order to add 2 things together, or 3 things or 4 things, but you have to have those like terms. Again, if you have subtraction, I'm going to strongly suggest that you change that to a negative, or excuse me, you change it to adding a negative, add a line, and that will make things a little easier with the multiplication process. So just take your time, bring together everything we've learned, and make sure that you are following the rules that we have learned with adding and multiplying with variables. Your homework will be worksheet 4.